Here we go again. Here we go again. All right, so it's week 1 still. Pre-run workout 2 now, all right? So workout 2, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Again, nothing to tire you out where you don't wanna run after this. The whole idea is that your body is ready, you're connected, you've worked on some breathing too, and you get to take that all into your run today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. No props needed, just you and your mats. We're gonna start with your roll down. So I want your feet just hip width apart in parallel. Reach your arms up overhead, take a nice inhale. And then exhale, round up and over, dive yourself down towards your mat. Maybe the hands can touch, and maybe you're really tight today and you rather rest your hands onto your thigh bones, so you're taking out any pull into your back, but you can just really truly round and relax. Then from there, you're just gonna round yourself right back up again. Round yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Stack your spine nice and tall. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, make sure more of the weight is in the balls of your feet. So it's like almost a little lift of your heels as you round forward. That's gonna start to turn on your core a little bit more. And then take a soft little bend. Still keep the weight in the balls of your feet as you start to round yourself back up. Arms reach overhead. Last one. All the way up and over. Now from here, you're gonna walk out to your plank position. You walk out 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in that plank. We're gonna warm up this core, get you a little bit more heated in this one today. So you're gonna float one leg off the mat. Pull your knee in towards your nose and reach it right back. Again, in and reach. Wrap your arm bones around. Press your chest away from the wall. Nope, not the wall, the floor. 4 more. Go for 3. You've got 2. Last one. Reach it out. Hold it out there. Now, you're going to float the opposite leg off. From here, pull your knee in. Reach it back. In and reach. You've got it. In. All the way in. Thigh bone towards your chest. 4 more here. Go for 4. 3. Go for 2. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Last one. Hold your plank nice and strong for 4. 3, 2, 1. Lower down to your mat. Shake out your wrists a little bit there. All right, we're gonna go into your side kick series next. One of my favorite series, just in general, but especially for runners. So you're gonna line up with the back side of your mat. Elbow, shoulder, hips, all in one line. Then bring your legs a little forward towards the front edge of your mat. Flex through your feet and lift your top leg up hip height. Now think about the bottom side. We're not sinking and just hanging out here. I want you to lengthen. You're trying to lift your ribs just slightly off of the mat. Top hand gets to support you and rest in front. From here, you sweep your leg forward. You kick, kick, then press the leg back behind you. Again, kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach it. Keep your torso nice and still. And if this doesn't feel comfortable on your neck, you could always rest all the way down as well, okay? Get as comfy as you can for your neck for this series. Go for 2 more. Last one, kick, kick, press it to the back, bring it back over your bottom leg. Again, reach long through that leg. Turn it in, turn it out. In and out. You're keeping your hip nice and still here. In and out. Abs are in and up still here too. Keep growing through the top of your head. Go for 4. Go for 3. It feels so good to get in the hip. 2. Last one. Stay turned in, so the knees pointing downward. Lengthen even longer through that top leg. Now this is where I want you to keep a lot of space between your ribs and hips. From here, you keep that space, but lift your leg up, lower it down. Lift and lower. Up and down. Up. Good, good, good. Keep reaching. That leg doesn't have to go very high, especially with it turned in. Go for 4 more. Go 3, 2, last one. Turn out your leg, keep the hips stacked, reach longer through the leg again, lift it up, lower it down. Lift and lower. Still picking up your bottom ribs, lower. Up and press it. Go for 4, reach, 3, go for 2, last one, then go back to parallel. You got your circles to finish this off. Here we go. Forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. Now, even right here, hip is staying stacked. Torso is staying still. That means your core is still on to help with all of that. Go for 3. Go for 2. Last one, reverse your circles. You go back, up, and around. Back, up, and around. Just really getting into your glute here. Keep your leg nice and long as you start to lift it up from the back position. Reach. 4 more. 4. 3. Go for 2. Last one. And lower it down. Pound it out a little bit there. Nice work with that. Go ahead and press yourself up. Shake out the shoulder a little bit. Shake out the neck. And we go to your second side, okay? So what's going to happen here? You're going to feel it. It's going to be like a little bit more intense on the second side. That's what happens just because the legs are like doing a lot of the same work. Bottom leg does a lot of supporting work here, okay? So the legs come forward, rest of the body's in one line. Pick up the bottom ribs as much as you can. Lift your top leg up hip height. Reach longer through your leg. Draw your shoulders down. Then from here, you go for your sweeps. You kick, kick, press it to the back. Again, kick, kick, and reach it. Oh, it feels so good to just get that blood flow, circulation, and that work. So lots of strengthening happening here in your hips. Also like lots of mobility work too. That's the beauty of all of this. And you don't need any props because it gets nice and heavy just by using your own body. Reach and press. Go for 3 more. If you're ever like really, really short on time, I would highly recommend at least getting in your side kick series before every run. It'd be so helpful. Come back over the bottom leg. Turn it in and out. In, out. In and out. Hip is staying stacked, right? Not moving and grooving. It's all that femur bone in your hip socket. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay turned in, knees facing down. Reach longer through your leg, lift it up, lower it down. Lift and lower, up and up. Ooh, I can feel, it's so funny, on these leg lifts on both sides, how sore my inner thighs are from another Pilates class I did. Whew, here we go. 2 more. Last one. And then turn out your leg, keep it hip stacked. Lengthen through your leg, lift it up, lower it down. Still think about those bottom ribs. You're not sinking, right? Lift, press, up, press. Go for 4, 3, go 2. Last one. Then go back to parallel. Reach long through the leg again. We go for your circles to finish it off. You go forward, up, back, and around. Not a crazy big circle, but enough where you're having to, again, stabilize through the rest of the body. Challenge your balance a little bit on your side. 3, go for 2, go for 1, then reverse your circles. You reach back, up, and around. Back, up, and around. I mean, my favorite. 4 more. Keep your leg nice and long. 3, reach through your heel. 2, last one, and then lower it down, pound it out a little bit. Good news about after that one, you get to stretch it out a little bit, okay? So you get to lie into your back and just hug both legs in first. Rock a little side to side. And then I would take that first leg that we did. You're gonna go for your figure 4 stretch. So the ankle goes across your thigh bone. Now, depending on how mobile or flexible your hips are, you might wanna focus on keeping the legs down and then really focus on your tailbone pressing down. So you have that breath of air underneath your low back. You're not just tucking and pulling because that's gonna bypass a lot of this good stretch. Flex through your foot that's across your thigh, and then you can use the hands for a little bit of pressure to just stretch it out a little bit more. Of course, if you're like, I think I can get a bigger stretch still by pulling the legs in, absolutely you can go there, but I want your head down. And then I also want, again, that tailbone down. So if you're pulling in and you're like here, you're bypassing so much goodness, and I want you to be able to relax your neck a little bit too while you stretch. And then bring that down. Go ahead and switch to your other side. So this is the leg we just did. So just listen to your body, see how it feels. Again, find your tail, press it down towards the mat, flex through your foot. And if you still want to take that shape in, by all means go there, but really, like, think about your hands wrapping around that thigh bone. Press your thigh bone into your hands. That'll help lengthen through your spine a little bit more. Great series. Always go back to your side kick series before a run. After a run's great too. Of course, you'll get that in some of your post runs as well. And then go ahead and hug your legs in. Rock a little side to side. And we're going to go into your roll up next. Lengthen your legs out in front of you. Flex through your feet and reach your arms up towards the sky. All right, so you got to press your heels down to the mat to activate the back of your legs. Just like I want you to activate the back of your legs, for the most part, more so than you probably are already when you're running. I want to see it in Pilates too. From here, inhale, lift your head and chest up. And then exhale, you're going to round all the way up and over. And for your true roll up, you're not just forward folding and hanging out. You reach past as you pull your ribs back behind you still. And then from there, round yourself all the way back down, one vertebra at a time. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, round up and over. Try to keep your heels pressing down into the mat. And then round it all the way back down with control. You got 3 more. Notice how the breath is going to help you, just like in your running. If you've ever gotten like a side stitch, listen, there's no rhyme or reason to why we get that side ache. It could be our breathing. It could be because you ate too much, you ate too little, you're running too fast. All the things can like be the reason for it. But what I find is that the more I can focus on my breathing, the better off I can make it feel once I've gotten one, right? So focus on the breathing for this exercise. If you try to hold your breath and get all the way up, it's not going to happen, right? So with me one last time, inhale. Then before you start to go up and like hold your breath to get up, exhale. And see if that helped a little bit. And see if that helps on your running next time if you do. Hopefully you never get one. But if you do get a side stitch, I never called them side stitches. It was always a side ache. And then round all the way back down. But the more I try to Google it and find stuff on it, it's always called a side stitch. I was like, oh, okay, fine. All right, you're going to hug your knees into your chest. We're going to work the core a little bit more. Press your legs up towards the sky. And remember, if your hamstrings are really, really tight and it's making your hips go up and your neck pull and all these things, bend your knees as much as you need to. All right? Press your palms down to the mat. You're going to go for your circle. So keep your heels glued together. Circle your legs over to one side. The opposite hip will lift off the floor. Then you go down and around, over to the other side, and come back to center. Then you just reverse it. Over to the side, down and around, abs are in and up, and back to center. Again, reach, circle, around, and up. Again, reach, circle, around, up. 2 more. Finish nice and strong. Even yourself out in this last set. Reach. Head is staying nice and heavy. Come back up, hold it there, and then hug your legs in. Rock and roll yourself up. Now, we're going to go for your saw. So rotation is something that you don't think a lot during running. So that's where I want to give you things that maybe you're not used to doing if you're just really solely focusing on your running. Let's do some things where you need that rotation, because I want your body to be healthy during your runs, but then also just for the rest of your day, the rest of your life too, okay? All right, your legs are as wide as your mat is, and let's go hands palm over palm behind the nape of your neck. You sit up nice and tall. Remember, if you need to bend the knees to lift up taller, you absolutely can. Wrap your ribs around to one side. Notice, hips didn't move, Feet didn't twist, it's just your torso. Then round up and over, dive your elbow down towards the mat as you try to open up that other elbow towards the sky. And then you come all the way up and back to center. Other side, twist, round and reach, all the way up and center. Again, twist, reach, up and center. You're almost there. Twist. Oh, it feels so nice to get that rotation. Last set. And scoop up and over, just like your roll up that you did. That same feeling in your spine, just with rotation. Last one, twist, round and reach, and up, center, legs together, arms reach forward, round yourself back down onto your mat. Now I'm just gonna center myself off. We're gonna go for crisscross next. A little bit more core, and then you're almost done with me. Hands go behind your head. You're gonna curl your head and chest up. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg out. Twist over towards that knee that's bent in, and then you switch. Switch, anchor your hips down, get that twist, work your core. Reach. Let's try to find those big, deep breaths even while holding onto your abs. So that's gonna happen when you're running. You're holding onto your core while you're running. Go for 4, 3, 2, last set here, 1 and 1. Hug your legs in. Hug one leg in, extend your other leg nice and long onto the mat. Let's go for a supine twist to finish. So we're gonna stack your hips on top of each other. Go for that nice stretch and that twist and just breathe into it. This one's always so great to take after your runs as well. But I just wanted to give yourself a little bit of that rotation before your run, just to loosen things up. And then come back to center. Switch over to your other side, hug your opposite leg in. Stack your hips, bring your leg across, look over your opposite shoulder, maybe get a little stretch in your chest as well if you're tight. And then come back to center, hug your legs in, rock and roll yourself up. Come all the way up to standing. Just go slow because you were lying down for a little while. Shake it out, and let's take one last breath together. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, lift up tall. Exhale, circle your arms out and around. Roll your shoulders back, and you are all done with week 1 pre-run workout 2. Nice work with that. I hope you enjoy your run after this.